I've got a spooky little project in mind, so I'm going to head down to my hardware store and grab some wood dowels. 3/4 to 1 inch is good. Now, these dowels are 4 foot long. I want to cut them in half and get 2 foot. I'm going to use my chop saw, get a nice clean cut on there. Once I get that done, I also grab some scrap wood, cut it about 9.5 to 10 inches wide. I'm going to get that cut. Once I get that first piece done, I'm actually going to need 4. I'm going to put a design on there. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a top there. And then I'm going to take my bandsaw and cut out on the lines what I did. This first one is going to get cut, and I'll use it as a template to cut out the other 3 for 4 in total. I'm making 2 projects at the same time. Once I get that done, I'm going to mark right in the middle, and I'm going to use a Forstner bit. And this is the same size as the dowel. It gives a nice clean hole right there that I can stick the dowel in. But before I do that, I got some saw marks on the shoes that I cut out. I need to get those sanded down, and then I'm going to put some glue in and get it all wiped around inside the hole there, put the dowel in, and as I do, I'm going to twist it 1/4 of a turn. That makes sure the glue gets all over. I'm going to let this set up overnight, and then I'm going to take it outside and paint the dowels only an orange color. Now, it's okay if you get a little overspray, that's fine. And these sets, I'm going to paint green. Once it dries, it's time to put some tape on. This tape is 1.5 inches wide. I'm going to go all the way around the dowel, go up only 1/2 inch, and then put another piece of tape on all the way up and down both of them. Before I get them painted though, again, another scrap piece of wood using the same size Forstner bit. I'm going to cut the holes out, and I want to put them on the top of the dowels. But first thing what I got to do is put some glue on, because that glue is going to hold really nice. Then I got to make sure I position my little legs at the right angle, and then I can just use a rubber mallet and tap them right into place, and that glue is going to set up, and I can sand the top. Once it's ready, I'm going to take it outside and paint it black, again using spray paint because it's so easy to do. And then I can just paint anywhere that's exposed, because the tape is going to leave some of the color on there. And I only need 1 coat because black is pretty opaque and it's going to cover up. And I'm going to do everything, including the top, even if some of the grain comes out. Once I start pulling that tape off, look at that. It's going to leave some of that color. I'm going to do this on the orange and the green legs, get them all pulled up. And then I'm just going to take a small little argent brush, and I'm going to put some dots on there, up and down on these shoes, and then connect the dots. I'm going to do that, make some laces, and then it's time to go inside on a little cauldron that I picked up at the store, grab the Cricut machine, and I'm going to write some words on there. I did trick or treat, but you can write Happy Halloween, anything to your heart's desire. Take it outside, fill it with candy, and look at that candy stand. Favorite colors, I got the orange and the fluorescent green, and I put a little sign in between. I think it turned out awesome. The kids are going to love it when they trick or treat, coming on up, and it's just a great addition to the front of the house. I hope you enjoyed this project. Easy to make out of scrap wood and wood dowels. I hope this inspired you to get your own candy stand. It's that spooky time of year again, and we're going to start with some hobby foam. The way to cut this foam is to run your blade down one side, turn it over, and we're going to go ahead and snap it, and then use the blade to cut the back side. And we're going to stack these 4 pieces up. It's time to put them together. So I used some good old construction adhesive and spread it out. Once you do got it spread, just stick that next piece on there and lightly tap it so it goes into place. And we're going to put some weight on there just to hold it together. Let that dry a couple hours. Now I'm going to grab some PVC pipe. I want to mark these down to 12 inches each. The way we're going to do this is a 12-inch piece and a 1.5-inch piece. Then we're going to take a PVC 90 degrees and we're going to put that on there. Once I got all these foam pieces built up, I took a little piece of plywood, put it on the back. Then I drilled some holes in the ends of these legs, used some screws to secure it down. Once we get that on there, and here's the head, a little extra foam I had, use some popsicle sticks and stick that right on there. Now I'm going to put those 90 degrees back on, put it together. Take it outside and it's time to paint it. I'm going to get this painted, maybe a couple of coats, make it look good. Once it's got all spray painted, I'm going to set it in place right by the front door. And I'm going to put a little couple googly eyes right on front. As it sits out there, it will greet each and every one of my trick-or-treaters that come up front.
We're going to start this project with a lot of room and some saran wrap. I'm essentially going to place the saran wrap around the top of my thigh, and I'm going to make my way around a couple of layers. I'm going to keep moving all the way down my leg to my heel, and then we're going to make sure that everything is smoothed out, and I'm just ripping it off. Now, like the saran wrap, we're going to be going around down my leg towards my heel with our duct tape. So now that I've covered my entire left leg, we're going to cut off the saran wrap. I'm going to be taking some scissors and I'm actually going to be cutting up the side of my cast, and then we are going to carefully remove it. So we're going to take our silver duct tape and we are going to repair the tear and just like go over it. And then from there, we are going to start filling the leg up with stuffing and pool noodles. So now that my leg is fully stuffed, we are going to be taking orange duct tape to add to this. And we are going to slide this over the leg all the way up, and then we are going to be applying a shoe. I hope you feel inspired to try this witch leg Halloween project. It's perfect for outdoors. You could put it in a bush or in an urn.
We are going to start off this craft by going to your local dollar store and grabbing 8 pool noodles. And now we're going to go and inflate our ball. Go and take a piece of the tape, put it into a circle, and stick the 2 balls together. And just continue to tape these 2 together. Now we're going to go and measure on the pool noodles. And go and do this for all of the pool noodles. Now use a knife to go and cut a triangle into the piece, but it should have a bend to this after you're done, which you're going to go and take some of the tape and then tape it down so it's secured and is bending. Do this with every one of the pool noodles that you went and cut. Put 2 pieces on the end of each and every one of them. Now what you're going to do is go and secure it onto the ball. After you've figured out where this pool noodle is going to touch the ground, cut it and maybe leave yourself a couple of inches at each of them. Now you can go and cut them to pretty much the same size for the rest of them. Now into the next step, which is going and putting stripes onto the legs. So now we're going to go and secure it onto the exercise ball. Use little tiny pieces of tape and tape the top, bottom, and all of the sides and really make sure they're secure. So I wanted to go and get this entire spider assembled before I went outside and spray painted anything on it. Now after this has dried, what you're going to do is you're going to go and paint on some eyes. This spider's first location is going to be a bush, but the nice thing about this spider is that you can go and move this pretty much anywhere.